Shalom, shalom. Start this lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders, apostles, the great millstone who rule well, push out the 100% truth in truth and sincerity, and shalom to the whole four elect scattered across the four winds. The one this lesson is edifying. I'm going to get straight to the point, I watched a video a couple of days ago that they sent in the chat by the brother Jeremiah from Chicago, and he was basically speaking on, you young men in this, in this truth, in this faith, shut the fuck up, And hey, after watching that video, it was edifying, man, and I understood what he was saying. We just coming into the truth, man. Hey, he said we should liken ourselves like as a sponge, When we come into this truth, don't talk too much. Don't try to make yourself equal with older brothers. Hey, they've been, in this truth for some time. They have the experience, There should be no reason, we over speaking brothers, or trying to put ourselves as equal with the elder brothers, I understand that, And hey, like a sponge, the sponge comparison, the reason I said that is, hey, when you put a sponge around water, what does the sponge do? Put a sponge in a cup of water or in a bowl of water. Hey, the sponge soaks it up. And that's how we gotta be when we're around our elder brothers, Speak to myself first and foremost, Hey, when they speaking, hey, hey, just listen. Well, let me bring out the precepts real quick, It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. Say, but a fool is just gonna utter. He's gonna constantly talk, constantly speak, But a wise man is gonna keep it in till afterwards, And that's how we gotta be, Okay, we may know it, but be as the person that knows it, but they don't say nothing, That's how we gotta be, man. We don't gotta be constantly talking, constantly trying to, prove out a point, Hey, man, hey, we young in this faith, man. Like the brother said, hey, be a young brother, Soak it in. Enjoy being a young brother. Because the brother was saying, hey, as you grow in the truth, your what's the word can I say? It's like your priorities become bigger, You're gonna be required to do more, The second precept I wanted to bring out is I was speaking out of Sirach chapter 32, verse 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. So don't try to make yourself equal with the older brothers, man. No. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Hey, let the older brothers do their thing, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost, Don't try to make yourself equal with them, You shouldn't be trying to make yourself equal with them. And man, we young brothers in this faith. Like I said, we gotta soak it in. Speaking to myself first and foremost, I gotta do that more if I don't do it already, I gotta listen more, because hey, these brothers went through a lot of stuff, so so we don't have to go through it, And there's some things that I went through in this faith, when there's younger brothers coming in under me, I'm still a young brother, but hey, there's younger brothers coming in under me, and there's some stuff I went through, I could tell them, hey, nah, don't do that. Or, hey, man, be careful with that. I went through this, that when I did that, You don't got to do that, That's why we got to shut the fuck up and just listen, Because, hey, man, they have the experience. They went through what they went through, Hey, don't make yourself equal with them. You're a young man in this faith. Continue to do what's pleasing in the sight of the Lord, Continue to carry the sign, If you're a reader, continue to read. If you're on the line, hey, you got a precept, hey, bring the precept out, But don't try to, make yourself equal with the older brothers. Speaking to myself first and foremost, This is the book of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. A wise man will hear. You don't got to say too much. Just listen. Listen to what the brothers say, I was speaking to the brother of war yesterday from, Miami camp, and he'll say, hey, man, when we around the older brothers, hey, Hey, sometimes you might need to walk up to them, hey, they having a conversation, hey, if the opportunity presents itself, hey, listen, try to hear what they're talking about, try to obtain the information, try to soak it in. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. So you doing that's increasing your learning. Brothers drop gems, hey, listen. Speak to myself first and foremost. If a brother's giving you advice, listen. Continuing on, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Hey, that's why, that's what we got the older brothers here for, man. That's why we got the elders and the apostles here for, man. That's wise counsel. And that's what we need. Hey, Tawadi Yabashim Yashai, Wa'akala Yamla Yabashim Yashai, for the elders and the apostles and the older brothers above us, man. Hey, we gotta listen, And I seen this on Instagram, but I wanted to bring this out real quick. Listen and silent are spelled with the same letters. And I sat there and I meditated on it, and hey, you're not gonna be able to obtain wisdom. You're not gonna be able to get the message if if you're constantly talking. You gotta listen. You being quiet and you listening, hey, now the information, you're being a sponge. You're soaking up the water. Everything is resonating with you, Speaking to myself first and foremost, I gotta start doing that more. But hey, the one this lesson was edifying. I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders, apostles, a great millstone who rule well and push out 100% truth and truth, sincerity, and shalom to the hope for Allah's across the four winds. But when this video was edifying, until the next.